Hey there, manifestors. Transformational Life Empowerment Coach here. And it's Sunday afternoon. I'm a little sleepy. Don't have any makeup on or anything. Kind of a low-key day. I'm getting ready to actually go sit on the couch and just rest. But this has been on my mind. I wanted to, the last couple of days I've been wanted to pop on here and just to share about my experience in Kelly's 6 weeks Law of Attraction course. I was actually in her first course. I can't remember when exactly it launched, but I think it was over the summer. Maybe it was, I don't know, April, May, June, July. I don't know. Seems like a long time ago, but not that long ago. Hi, Sakara. So let's see. Okay, so for me at that time, so at that time where I was at in my life was I had this really strong desire to grow my business, attract coaching clients, and the reality of where I was is the first time in my business since 2006, I had like zero coaching client income for the previous 12 months. And so for the first time in my business, I hadn't made any money in my business, like in a year. And I was like really, like emotionally, like at the bottom, right? Like on the emotional scale, I was like at 22, you know, I was in fear, I was in grief, I was despondent, and I was having a really difficult time raising my energy and being positive about it because I had experienced so many failures over the whole previous year. So I had like all this built up negative energy around my business, you know, and then I'd get excited and I'd take action and that wouldn't work out or nothing would come from it, you know. So I was in a really low place. And I had saw a few of Kelly's lives from another Facebook group that I was in. And I really liked her energy, and I've been a follower of Abraham Hicks, you know, for a really long time. But there was just something about the way that Kelly could explain the law of attraction and like the different steps of it that I was really getting on a different level. And so I was willing to check out the law of attraction course that she was doing because I like wanted some support, and I just resonated with her in a different way than just listening to like Abraham Hicks. And it was an opportunity, right? Because she really is a master manifester. And, you know, like this is her area of expertise. And so I got in the course, and it was great to get the information because I love the way that Kelly explains things. Like my intellectual, logical mind could take in what she was saying and how she was saying things and how everything was written out, you know, in the course materials and stuff. But what made the big difference for me was being in her energy helped support my energy, but I was still like in this low emotional vibe place around my business. And so kind of like all of that had to get like unraveled. And so like moving up the emotional scale, right? Like I hit anger, which was an improvement from fear and sadness, right? But I was angry, and I like even kind of like emotionally lashed out at Kelly. But she could like take it because she wasn't taking it personally. So I had like this whole space to just be in the course and just be wherever I was at emotionally. And what it did for me was it helped me over time move past all the emotional blocks that were in my way so that I was rising up on the emotional scale higher and higher every day because I was doing my work every day. But I had that weekly support from Kelly to get the tweaks, to have her go on rampages for me that really helped like pull me up out of the muck, you know? So that's where the value was for me in that course. It wasn't intellectual information, although it was intellectual information that I got to integrate in a different way, but it was that one-on, you know, it was in a context of a group, but it's still that one-on-one support, right? Because you're like in the program and she's in the program with you and she's there for you. And she always goes above. I don't know if you've been in any courses or anything with Kelly, but she always goes above and beyond. You know, if she sees a need somewhere, she will come and fill it. She will come on and do a Facebook Live about it just spontaneously. And she actually did that several times in our group, and it was amazing. It made a profound difference. So that course, what happened for me, right, was like my energy got to get pulled up out of the muck, and I took inspired action in my business. And there was like a lot of fear around it and doubt around it at first, you know, because it's like, oh, you know, what if I put this workshop out there and nobody shows up, right? And so I had this idea for this workshop for like quite a while, and I hadn't acted on it. And so in that course I did, and I had 4 paid participants show up at that workshop, and then 2 of them registered into my Empowered Women Mastermind. So out of that course, and from a couple other things that were going on at the time, like I generated, I can't remember if it was like $46 or $4,800, like within 2 months. And that was the first coaching income I had come into my business since the previous 12 months. So then I just was going and going and going from there. So I just wanted to pop on here and just share my story about it. So it was an amazing experience for me, you know, and I already had like years of knowledge and information about law of attraction, but if you're connected with Kelly at all and you hear what she's saying when she's talking about law of attraction, like if you resonate with what she's saying, I would invite you to get registered in that course, because she's going to support you in really doing not the doing, but really connecting in with the emotional aspect of manifesting, of getting tuned back into yourself, really learning how to accept right where you are at any moment. And for me personally, I would have to say that's probably the biggest learning for me is being able to accept wherever I am emotionally, regardless of the emotion that I'm feeling. And that was something that always intrigued me about what Kelly would say, is that you can still manifest when you feel bad, you know, and intellectually it's like, huh, what are you talking about, Kelly? Until you actually have that experience. Because it's not so much whether the emotion is positive or negative, but it's all about full acceptance of the emotion that you're experiencing at any particular point in time. And you can still manifest. You can manifest what you want, even when you have those emotional dips. And so that was a profound learning for me. So that's all I've got to say, loves. I just wanted to pop on, give a shout out to Kelly's 6-week Law of Attraction course. I have no idea if she still has spots open left or not. I know the last I heard she had like 7 spots open, but if you're like on the fence or you've been like getting a nudge, you know whether you're not supposed to be, you know whether you're called to be in that program or not. And so maybe what's the word I'm looking for? Maybe I'm a response to your ask from the universe, right? Maybe you needed a little more boost to know whether you're meant to be in the program or not. And maybe that's why I was so pulled to come on here and just share about my experience and my results. So the program's totally worth it. And you'll have all that course materials after the program's gone to continue to support you. So it's just amazing. Take the leap if you're feeling the pull. All right, Transformational Life Empowerment Coach out. Have a beautiful rest of your Sunday. Bye-bye.